Thank you for hanging out with me today. This is Cage848 and welcome back to Project Castaway. Check this out. The plane actually washed up on the shore and I just pushed it up onto the island and I can kind of push it around. It's actually pretty light. You know what it reminds me of? Remember those like balsa wood planes you'd play with back in the day that would like have the little rubber band on the bottom and you'd like kind of like wind it up and then it would make the plane fly? Am I old? Yeah, I think I'm pretty freaking old. But I think a lot of you might know what I'm talking about. So that's what it reminds me of, because look at how light it is, man. I can just kind of shove it around, no big deal. Just kind of push it around. It's pretty funny. I'm glad I got it up on shore, though. That is really nice. So what are we going to be doing today? Well, there's two things I want to do today. Number one, I want to do the farm. Number two, I want to expand the raft. Off camera, I went ahead and gathered up every single tire and every single barrel on the island. So yeah, we're gonna expand that raft for sure. But before we do that, we have to work on the farm. Now, I love farming as much as the next guy, but I was hoping I could push the farming back a little bit. I didn't really want to like do it this episode, but I'm going to be honest, it's kind of, I don't know if I want to call it a necessity, but kind of it's a smart move. It's a smart move to do the farm right now because I've got bananas I need to plant before they go bad, and you know, I could start working on shark repellent, which takes a while, and all that good stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's go ahead and grab some logs. Oh, someone told me in the comment section that these logs you could break up, it's better if you do it with a knife. And they're right. It actually is a lot quicker if you do it with a knife. So that's a great tip. Thank you very much for that. And we are going to do some lore stuff at the end of the video. I'm going to do the same thing I did last episode. I kind of think it was a pretty cool format. And at the end of the video, I am going to, well, I've already read it. I've read the entire Lieutenant J. Thompson's note thing, and we're gonna like kind of talk about that lore and everything. Because people are telling me I have to read all this lore stuff, and I will. I just don't want to do it all at once because it would just bore me to tears. So I think a little bit at a time, maybe one set of lore per episode might be a good idea. And yeah, we'll just take it from there. Should be a lot of fun. It is an interesting, it's some interesting lore they've got going on there. So, all right, we got that made. Oh yeah, those are my stick holders. Okay, very good. I'm gonna come out here and we are gonna continue building. We gotta get this farm going. I won't put the fence around the farming today. I don't know. Maybe I will. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna do the basics of the farm. I'm gonna get the farm plots up. I'm going to get some compost. I'm gonna plant stuff, and then I'm gonna go expand the raft. And once I'm done expanding the raft, if we have time, I will put the walls around this thing. Although I can't imagine we're gonna have time. There we go. We need to get some stuff in here. There's all kinds of stuff you can put in the compost bin. Once you start growing, oh, are these? No, those are rocks. I thought this was like bad meat. So I was like, oh, I could put some, spoiled meat in there, but no, you don't want to do that. Also, I changed this, and instead of a regular scarecrow, we're going to do the Wilson scarecrow. And if you look right here, there's a lot of spiders and everything on these islands, right? And people are saying, well, what you need to do is put those spiders and everything in the compost bin. That's a bad idea, and I really suggest you don't do it. I'm going to tell you why right now. Because if you put the spiders or anything in the compost bin, it's going to give you like 0.1% compost, and then it ruins the compost bin. Because let's say I put a spider in here, it gives me 0.1 compost. Most of the stuff I put in here is going to give me 1 compost, and when it gets up to 9.1, you won't be able to put anything else in there. So you'll always be stuck at 9 because it's 9.1, if that makes any sense. It messes up the numbers on the compost bin. So I will not be doing that. So I'm assuming the spiders and everything give you 0.1. Someone said they give you 0.1, and it sounds legit to me, so I'm going to assume they give you 0.1. I guess I theoretically could be wrong about that, but I obviously don't think I am, or I would be doing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this going. And yeah, the lore in this game is pretty interesting. I'm not a big lore guy in survival games. Certain lore can be okay, I guess. I didn't mind the Forest or Sons of the Forest. Actually, did I follow the Sons of the Forest lore? I don't think I did. I know I beat Sons of the Forest, but I don't think I really followed the lore much. So I'm not really a lore guy, but I like lore that's a light touch. Like I can follow it if I want, and if I don't want it, I can ignore it. And this game's kind of like that a little bit. I mean, I guess if you want to beat the game, you got to find the stuff. But people are telling me, oh, you got to read the notes to find the stuff. Now, does that mean I have to read the notes to know what I'm looking for? Or does that mean the stuff will not appear until I read the notes? That's what I'm curious about. Because there's a lot of stuff in this game that doesn't appear until you do the thing before, which is very odd. So I put that right there, right there. So you might be asking, well, Cage, what do you like to put in the compost bin? Like I said, once you get banana leaves going, banana leaves are great for the compost bin. Other stuff that is great for the compost bin is the stuff that drops off these birds. So it's going to be a few things that drop off these birds, which is going to be feathers and more feathers and raw meat and seagull beaks. Now, seagull beaks are used for a really good tool in the game, but the thing is you got to find the recipe for it. So I wouldn't save seagull beaks if I were you. I'd just use them all. And then once you get the recipe, you can get them. They're not hard to get. And honestly, feathers as well. Feathers are used for arrows, which are obviously important. But to be fair, I can get feathers pretty quickly. So I'm just gonna throw all this stuff in the compost bin. And I might even throw the meat in there too. I have a good amount of meat, so let's just go ahead and throw this stuff in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 9, and 10. Now that should be full. Alright, so yeah, it's got 1 processed and 9 more items decomposing. Each one is worth 1 point, and it can only hold 10. So now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and plant some bananas. And I will plant these first, because I think these would go bad first. It's raining, so the crops will automatically be watered. If it's not raining, use a coconut for the water. Oh crap, I forgot I mean a spade. Darn it. Okay, you gotta get a shovel, basically, to move the compost around. So we'll go ahead with a... Let's make a granite spade. I don't see any reason not to. I just gotta find the granite. It should be around here somewhere. We have a big pile of it over here. Somewhere. There it is. I wouldn't exactly call it a big pile, but it's pretty decent. The thing that sucks about the spade, though, is I can only hold 3 items. So now I gotta drop something to use a spade. It's really irritating, which is why everyone thinks the belt is like the best, recipe to get. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong. And I didn't find it last season. I haven't found it yet this season either. It's really annoying. I think the belt should be... You might want to actually start with it. But if you're not going to start with it, it should be something you could find relatively easily, I think. Alright, so spade is there, and... Oh, man! Oh, farming level 2! Oh, okay, I was like, wait, I'm crafting level 2. Alright, that kind of sucks. Alright, that means we have to find some stone. I might not have any stone lying around. I think I used it all for arrows. So I'm just going to go ahead and break one of these. Grab all that. Kind of sucks I have to make this, but it is what it is. What are you going to do? So you can just grab the fertilizer out and you put it in the farm plots. These big farm plots take 3 fertilizer each. The small ones take 2. And I don't know if you don't use fertilizer if your stuff will die. I do know your stuff can die from insects and bugs and stuff. I don't know if it can die from not being fertilized. But I would just fertilize it, or else it's going to take a million hours. So, and as far as bugs go, the spray you can make for the bugs is very, very limited. Like, you will eventually run out of it. I wouldn't even bother with the bug spray, to be honest. Like, even if... Oh, man, the spade looks just like the freaking knife. Even if you make the bug spray, like I said, you only got a limited amount, so you're gonna run out of it anyway because you can't farm lavender. And I think you need lavender for the bug spray, at least one of them. And I think you need both bug sprays. I don't even bother. Maybe I will at some point this season, but I don't really think it's necessary, to be honest. Let's go ahead and make these next. We're gonna run an audible here. I got this compost bin finished, and I put compost in it, but I want these things done. And I want them done yesterday. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up here for the banana leaves. And I mentioned last episode, some people are asking me, like, why don't you grab logs from other islands and build with them so you don't have to deforest your island? I love deforesting my island. I just love it. I love that look that says, hey, KJ48's been here and he's not playing around. You know what I mean? So that's why I love deforesting the island. Also, I love deforesting the island because it makes it easier to see stuff. It makes it easier to see stuff on the ground because the trees aren't blocking out the sunlight. It makes it easier to see stuff like banana trees because the trees aren't in the way. I love everything about it. So, yeah, that's why I'm not doing that. We need to go kill a... Wait, did I already... Okay, hold on. Oh, I already put him in there? Did I put him in this one? No, I didn't. Okay, so we need to do this one. We gotta do the one in the middle. Let's go ahead and look for some turtles. You know what? I should probably bring my bow for the turtles, I guess. I should make a better spear as well. I think at some point I need to make a forge. And I did see tin and copper on the island. I don't know if there's silver or gold. I think there's gold. I don't know if there's silver. So I do want to make better tools at some point. Do I want to make a better... Yeah, I think I do. All right, this is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and put this right here. We'll also put the knife over here. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab some granite. I probably already have enough wood on me. Let's see if we can make a better spear. A granite spear. Yes, we can. All right, cool. And then we're going to take our bow. And we're going to save the game because I haven't saved the game in a while. You got to be careful when going out and about now because you can get cold and you will lose hit points and I'd assume eventually die. So be careful about that. And we're going to head on out. Should I bring some food with me? I think I'm okay on food for a bit. And we're going to kill some turtles. And I guess I can only carry one turtle shell back, so it is what it is. But I'm going to come down here and look for and kill some turtles. Let's see. I'll kill one on camera. And if I kill more after that, I'll probably cut it out. Let's see. I like to show the strategy of killing the turtles. It's not hard to kill turtles, even if it's annoying. You could definitely do it. It's just irritating because of how much damage they take. Yeah, and see this bow, like, I gotta make the crossbow. Yeah, this bow, like the crosshairs just don't like come in enough. I wonder if shooting in the shell is better than well, you know what, I get my range skill up, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, 3 shots. Oh yeah, so the spear would have taken a lot more than 3 shots. So yeah, shoot him with the bow even if you're hitting him in the shell. He got shell shocked. Eh? Yeah, boy. I got mad jokes for days. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power indeed. That's 3 down, by the way. I think Michelangelo is the last one I needed to get. He's hiding, though. He's in hiding. Smart. He's the smart one of the group. All right, we're just going to leave those like that while I work on this thing here, right here. So, I got to get my knife now because I got to chop up some logs. So, let's go ahead and... I don't remember where I left my knife. Did I leave it out here? See, I don't remember where oh, yeah, I left it right there. Okay. I got to get organized. Like, I'm a little unorganized right now, but that's okay. It's controlled chaos. Like, there's a method to my madness. So, or maybe it's just madness. I don't know. Yeah, look at how much better this is. So much quicker. Great tip. Great tip. Love it. All right, so this game needs a log sled, right? It's not just me, right? This game needs a log sled? Yeah, I think it does. All right, so we're going to do the one in the middle. Okay. We're almost there. So yeah, the knife is way faster at like everything. Basically, if you can use the knife over the axe, use the knife. It does as much damage as the axe and it's a lot quicker. I can't cut down trees with it, but almost everything else I think I might be able to do. Like, I didn't think they would let you cut up a log into sticks using a knife. That's, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, but yeah, it was a little weird, so I did not expect that, but... Alright, so this is going to go stagnant at some point, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it in there. And there we go. We have our 3 water containers. I put the water containers right next to the farms, so, you know, if we ever do need to use them to water the farms, although you don't really have to right now, but you will eventually. Oh, I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not anytime soon. Right now, you just do it with coconuts. One coconut, like, it doesn't, like, lose any of its juice, so you can just use the 1 coconut for the entire time. But I do expect that to change at some point. Let's go get 2 rope. And 1 more cloth. Look at this, all these birds are already caught again. You know, I should probably grab them. I don't like having to do this all the time, but at the end of the day, the more these things get caught, the more compost you can do. And if they just sit here and you don't harvest them, you're just kind of, you know, wasting compost time. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to go ahead and grab all this stuff right now. And, yep, okay, good. Grab all that. And I got no more room. Okay. Well, if I don't... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. See, there's a lot of stuff in there that doesn't need to be in there. Like this. And the stone. And we'll put some more of these over here. Anything else? Oh, boy. Okay. Well. So here's the thing. It's, you know, it's relatively easy to get food in this game right now. When the game first came out, food was a lot tougher, and I think people were complaining, and then they kind of made food a little bit easier, but they might have overdone it with how easy it is to get food and how much food actually fills you up. So it is what it is, but here's the thing, though. You also have to worry about your carbohydrates. Even though I'm eating a lot of food, if you just eat meat, your carbohydrates is going to be a problem. The little carrot thing on the bottom left-hand side. Now, does that affect you in this game right now? I don't know. Honestly, it might not. It might not. I didn't get what I came over here for, you idiot, Cage. Well, to be fair, I don't have a lot of room for anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop some stuff off over here. If not having carbohydrates affects you, then yeah, it's definitely something you're going to have to deal with. But it might not affect you at this point in the game. The game's in early access, like super early access. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to eat some nanas. There we go. And then I'm going to drop a bunch of stuff off here. And that should be good enough for now. We just do 1 piece of cloth and 2 rope, and then the scarecrow will be done. Do we need the scarecrow? I don't think so. I don't think the scarecrow is actually used for anything, but I'm gonna make it anyway just because I can. It's not super expensive. It's pretty cool. I don't think like birds will come eat your stuff. Although maybe it's not out of the realm of possibility. I'm also in the process of making cloth here, or leather. And you make leather with Komodo dragon skins on the tanning rack. You can also break up couches for leather. I don't know if there's anywhere else to get leather. I do know those 2 things get you leather. There we go. Wilson! I'm sorry! This is devastating. Devastating, that movie. I never felt so bad for a freaking volleyball. Oh, boy. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up the rest of these crops, and we'll do some more planting. I got the entire farm done, and now I'm gonna look for things to plant. There's these datura trees, but they're not really used for anything that I care about right now. I am looking for specific plants. I forget what the shark repellent is made with, honestly. I'll know the plants when I see them. I know the one is peppers, so I gotta look for some peppers. And then there's another tree, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. What is this? Gooseberry plant? That's a good one. Gonna go ahead and get that. Gooseberries are really good. The berries are good for carbohydrates, and you also get sticks. Really nice. The Hawaiian berries would also be one I would want. But, oh, what is that? What is that? Is that peppers? No, that's Hawaii. Oh, coffee. Do I care about coffee? I'm gonna hold off on the coffee for now. Honestly, I didn't find the coffee that useful. By the way, there's the copper and the tin ores, so I'm going to have to come back and get those at some point. Or maybe not. Maybe I could just skip it and find silver and be done with it. What is this? Tin. Okay, more tin. Alright, fair enough. Let's see if I can find anything out here. I'm not really seeing what I need. I guess I can grab some of this. There we go. I'm eventually going to need more rope. Might as well grab some of this while I'm out here. I don't have a ton of room in my inventory, but I do have some. Well, actually, half of my bag's full, or empty, so what is this? Yep, Hawaiian berries. I like these even better than the gooseberries. Although I'm not really sure why. I think they're the same exact thing, just a different color. But did I get all 3? It looks like it. I got enough. Yeah, I'm not seeing it anymore. Okay, I know I saw pepper on this island. I just don't know where. Is it called pepper? I think it's called pepper. I think there's a little red pepper plant thingies. I just gotta find one. Of course, I look all over the island for the chili pepper plant, and it's right by my base. That's always the way it goes. Alright, yeah, this stuff, I know we need this for shark repellent. I don't remember what the other plant is called. But I do know when I see it, I'll remember. So as we're exploring other islands, I don't think it's on this island. As we're exploring other islands, I can, farm that up at some point. What I'm going to do right now, though, is I'm going to plant the chili peppers. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, the banana finally went bad. Sure took a long time. Did they all go bad? Wow, they all went bad at the same time? It's kind of weird because I picked them at separate times. So that's kind of odd, but what are you going to do? All right, so there we go. You see how this never runs out of water? Again, I'm sure they'll change. When they change this, it's going to make farming almost impossible because you will run out of water way before you could ever do all the farming you need to do. So I'm hoping they change that, when it's time. So we're going to come over here now, and we are going to grab the spade. Put this down. Grab the spade. And now we come over here. I put the compost bins at very strategic locations. The second time you build anything in a survival game, you always do better because you know where things need to be. and everything. So these are in very, very strategic locations, which is going to make farming way easier for me. There we go. Beautiful. So there's one thing I want to do before I finish up this farm build, and we are going to go ahead and, well, actually, I'm probably going to want a room for a couple of them. They're these angled racks. These things are really awesome. You know what? I'll just put them all along this. I'm going to want a few of these. All right, please. Is there a button I can hold to keep the ghost image up? I guess not. And we're going to put 3 of these down. These things are absolutely wonderful. Although I don't know if I don't think we're gonna get them done today because they take a lot of metal sheets, and you know I can get metal sheets, but it'll take a little bit of time. I might finish those off camera. We'll see. What I'd like to do right now is get on my raft and get that thing expanded. And what I'm gonna do, I guess I'll go out tomorrow morning. I'm gonna wait until the end of the day. But what I'm gonna do is, well, I'll just do it right now. No point in talking about it. Might as well just do it. So we're gonna come over here to the raft. Now I don't want to use logs on my island because I've got a lot of big things I want to build with this thing. So I'm going to use logs from my starter island over there. Plus, I think there's something I can still get over there. Oh, yeah, clay. Do I really care about clay? You know, I got to be honest, I don't think I really care about clay very much. Clay is good for only 2 things as far as I know. Well, sorry, 1 thing. And that is making the clay cups. And they're okay, but the water in them goes stagnant, so I don't really love that. And on top of that, the water going stagnant, you're also going to have issues with, well, you can make coffee out of it, but I don't think the coffee is really that needed, to be honest. Okay, so it's going to be a 5x3. Let's go with a 5x3 on this thing. The heck with it. That's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and go here. And tire. All right, cool. And then tire. And then the outside, how do I cancel? X, okay. And then the outside will be like that. See, now, I'm probably gonna have to cancel the entire, well, maybe not, because it's not connected. Okay, cool. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We got barrels on both sides with tires in the middle. I love it. So we'll put another barrel over here. Here we go. And then we'll kind of... Oh, you know what? Before I do anything, save the game. Save the game. Because you never know what kind of shenanigans building a raft is going to do to you. Like, just awful stuff. Awful, awful stuff. Alright, save. And we'll save right there. Get up. And let's go build this thing out. Hell yeah. Hells yeah. Use and use. Now we're gonna make a second raft at some point, which is gonna be a log raft. I think we call it the logger knot, and that should be pretty fun as well. But this one's gonna be our first raft because this is when we go around and really do stuff. It's gonna be a floating bait. Wow. So I could even fit. Wait, wow, this thing can almost be done. Wow, oh, wow. Actually, the barrel part can be finished. Okay. Do we really want to make it that long? Eh, to hell with it. Let's go for it. You only live once. So barrel on this end. And barrel on this end. And then we're only gonna put 1 more in the middle because I don't have the extra tires for it. So X, open that up, and in the middle. Come on. Okay. Is that good? I don't know. I don't know. I've never built anything this big before. And there we go. Now we're going to see if we can sail back to our original island. They push this back out into the water. And then we kind of just push this around like this. Okay. And then let's get on this sucker. If I can. Maybe I gotta go on the side to get on it. Yep, there we go. Hold. Hold! beautiful. Oh, yeah, boy. Yeah. Oh, I'm loving this thing. Check it out, guys. I cut down a bunch of trees, got all the logs in here. This thing is 2 spots away from being finished, which is awesome. And I also found, remember I was talking about that other plant I needed for, hold on, I gotta be careful. I think I left the Komodo dragon alive here. No, it looks like we're okay. Anyway, wait. Where's my, oh, I never brought the knife with me again. I think I left it, or maybe I let it break. I'm not really sure. I don't have my knife. I guess it really doesn't matter. So this right here, the coca plant, is what I'm looking for. I think this is the other plant I need for the shark repellent. Yep, definitely. All right, this has been a hella productive trip. Oh, freaking awesome. All right, let's get back, and then we're gonna do some lore. We're gonna talk about some lore. We're gonna find out what happened to my buddy Lieutenant J. Thompson. Here we are back home, and my farm is looking fantastic. It is ready to harvest, but I will harvest it later. I wanted to talk to you guys about this lore stuff. Now, full disclosure, I went through and read this all off camera, but we're going to go through it together. All right, by the way, if you don't care about lore, this is the end of the video. I'm specifically doing this at the end, so if you don't care about lore, you could just, you know, shut down the video right now. And hope to see you next time. Okay, so the crash. All right, April 15th, 1944. Lieutenant Jack Thompson, American fighter pilot, on his way to Japan for a mission, you know, World War II and stuff. There was a storm and scouted the fleet. He took he's hoping to find a safer route, but ended up, he deviated to find a safer route. Ended up crashing on this island. And basically the idea is he has a wife and a daughter. He has a really hard time on this. I'll go through this and like you could pause the video if you want to read the whole thing, you know, intently. Just pause the video on any page, you know. And yeah, basically he's on this island for I don't know how long. He kind of keeps dates and then eventually he doesn't keep dates anymore. So I don't know how long he's been here. And originally he was really happy that he didn't have to deal with the war. You know, he's like, wow, I mean, I'm on a tropical island. I don't have to go die in World War II. And he's all happy. And then he started feeling like bad and like, you know, guilty. And then he was having trouble surviving. I mean, he was surviving, he was eating plants and stuff, but he wasn't doing that well, and he was like slowly starving to death. Okay, and in the end, he eventually gives up. Okay, he wrote a poem for his daughter. That's cute. Okay. And found this, yeah. But I believe this guy who was dead in the cave. I mean, I don't know where else he would have died, but yeah. So it's not looking good. Everything sucks. Everything's awful. Okay, so artifacts. Okay, so he left some things he wants someone to find and bring to his family. Okay. Also, he found like old like artifacts of other people, and he ended up burning them. You know, for fuel and everything. I don't know why. There's plenty of trees on the island, but there it is. Okay. His daughter's name is Elizabeth. He's from Brooklyn. And I'm looking for... Okay, so... these items, he's got items that are precious to him, and he hopes they are treated with care. He failed to show for other people's artifacts. These are things he wants to have taken back to his family if anyone finds them. Among you will find my locket. I believe that's a locket. I mean, it's got to be... Actually, I don't... It's got to be the locket's got to be the thing you found on Radio Island, right? Out on that branch, probably. There's a baseball card of Johnny Romano. We'll talk about him in a moment. And a copy of the letter to my daughter Elizabeth, which I don't know if I found yet or not. I don't think I have. And there you go. So that's all really awful. So he was talking about this Johnny Romano guy. Okay. Somewhere in here. He's saying like, life once had, you can hear the crack of the bat as Johnny Romano hit another home run at Yankee. Oh, okay. We'll talk about this in a moment. At Yankee Stadium, the crowd erupted with cheers, smell of fresh, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So this Johnny Romano guy, I was wondering if he was real. He is real. I thought he said he plays for the Yankees, but no, he hit a home run at Yankee Stadium. So he must have been in visiting team because Johnny Romano has never played for the Yankees. Another thing about Johnny Romano is he was born in 1934. So when this guy crashed, when he first crashed here in 1944, yeah, Johnny Romano was like 10, 11. So I don't understand how, I'm not sure. It really is odd for the developers to find a real baseball player. They must have looked this guy up. They must have known about him and then not to think of the dates not matching up. You think there's any kind of chance there's some kind of space-time continuum thing? But no, I mean, he crashed in 1944. That's his time. I don't know how that works. But like I said, Johnny Romano was 10 years old when he crashed, and he said he remembers seeing him play at the stadium. Unless there's another Johnny Romano, I don't know. I did look up Johnny Romano online, and I could only find one baseball player named Johnny Romano, and he played for the White Sox and some other teams. Never played for the Yankees, but again, he said Yankee Stadium, not played for him. Played for the Yankees. So, but he was definitely born in 1934. So I don't know how this guy saw him playing when he crashed here in 1944, but I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something obvious. Very well could be the case. All right. So another thing, I found this off camera, but I wanted to loot it with you guys. It's over here. Yep. It's the baseball card. There you go. View in the journal. Okay, let's take a look. This is new to me. So, baseball card. Johnny Romano. I wish you could zoom in or something. I can't really tell. Yeah, I found this item. So you had the baseball card for Johnny Romano. Probably not worth anything, especially in the condition it's in, being rained on and stuff, but still pretty interesting. And like I said, as I go along with the game, I'll look into other lore stuff. I've already looked at Escape and the Lieutenant J. Thompson notes, although I will get more along the way. I do have to look at the radio tower and bottled notes at some point too, but I don't want to do too much at lore because, like I say, too much at lore, I just start zoning out. You know, I like lore, but only a certain amount of lore. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys, that's the end of the video. If you guys end up enjoying the video, please remember to uncage that like button. Also, if you're new here, please subscribe for more daily videos. That's 3 times I said videos in this outro. I say video a lot, huh? Yeah, it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. And until then, take it easy.